I just have a few requests basically. One to the media persons specifically, as Dr. Sunita already told that how important notification it is, and then what is the role of private sector in TB notification. One thing I would tell is like TB is not a new disease; it's a very old disease, but we could not still completely get rid of the disease basically because the country never knew what exactly is the number. So what actually means notification for you guys, like, because you are the mouthpieces for entire program and our fight in the fight against TB. So basically every case which is diagnosed and every case which is initiated treatment for TB should be told to the government that this many number of cases are diagnosed, this many number of cases are notified. So once that information is available to government, depending on the area from where the cases are coming up, the action can be taken up by the government, just like we do for swine flu. Whenever a swine flu case comes, there is some action taken up by the government. So that kind of notification was tried earlier also. In 1961 there was a GO by Tamil Nadu government making it notifiable disease in the state level, but it never worked out because the participation from the private sector was very poor at that time. Even now the TB notification GO has been given in 2012, but it took some time before the private sector also came in the fight against TB in terms of notification, and also the government to rope in the private sector in notification. So now I think it's kind of mature enough to have notifications from private sector also. And then this is one example, like Apollo is set up one example, first time in the country now, how actually a hospital without feeling additional burden, it can notify the cases. Most of the time the hospitals may feel it's a burden for notifying, but then Apollo has shown it how it can be done. Within 6 months they have notified more than 200 cases. So that's a tremendous performance. We should applaud them for that. And then at the same time we request, like from the state point of view, we request Apollo and then also Eli Lilly and Union, that please expand these services to many other private sector hospitals in the state. There are so many hospitals which are still in where actually with a little bit of sensitization and hand holding they can still do notification without having much problems in terms of infrastructure or HR anything. So please expand this to other hospitals and be a leader in this notification from private sector in the state, and help the state and country in fighting against TB. And then most importantly, another thing for the media person, please ensure whenever such positive news come regarding TB, in the fight against TB, please highlight it. That is our responsibility as a social, like as a citizen of the state and country, because we don't want our next generation to face TB. TB is very easily communicable disease. So it's not like many other diseases where we can control ourselves in not getting the TB. But in TB it's a airborne disease, very easily it can spread. So media also has a big role in making that awareness regularly. It's keep coming in papers and then TVs wherever possible, so that everybody is aware of symptoms of TB and they immediately take care, whether it's in government sector, private sector. And the private government sector, there are stipulated drugs and regimen and the testing how it should be done as part of the WHO guidelines and RNTCP program. But in private sector also, please educate everybody wherever it is possible by showcasing positive cases and then highlighting the need of TB notification. Thank you.